Hey everybody, welcome back, and today I have got a haul for you. Now, disclaimer, I know this is the time of year when everybody tends to be doing no buys and blow buys and all that kind of stuff and anti-hauls. I have kind of gotten into a pattern of where I buy a lot of makeup around Christmas time and the holiday time and right after Christmas, because I do get, you know, I've saved up my points throughout the year and I get a lot of gift cards, and then I usually buy some stuff around my birthday, and it's pretty much, Peta's trying to eat my Ulta bag. Peta, don't eat plastic. So in between, those months in between, I tend to not buy anything. So this is probably gonna be like one of two hauls you might see this year. So yes, I do have a lot of stuff, but this is kind of a haul from Ulta, Walgreens, and a couple things from Juvia's place. And yeah, let's get started. So first off, from Walgreens, I picked up a couple things. I have never tried these before. These are the Bring the Salon Home from Kiss. These are medium length Glam Fantasy Ultimate Illusion nails. I thought these were really pretty, and I think they were like $8 or something like that. And I am going on a cruise on the 22nd of February, so I thought maybe I'll try these and I'll just bring some nail polish if it doesn't work out. But I did pick up these and some nail glue. But let me know if you've tried these. I am really interested to see how they work, because I know press-on nails were like a thing in the late 80s, early 90s, and they never worked out for me. So I'm thinking maybe the technology has improved, but I thought these were just really pretty. I love the design on them with the gold and the, you know, kind of rose gold, gold glitter and rose gold, and that kind of matte burgundy. I thought was really pretty, so I might try those, but let me know if you've tried these. I'm interested to hear your thoughts. From Walgreens, I also picked up a couple of the new Wet n Wild Perfect Pout lipsticks or lip colors, and I got two shades. I got my Blackberry Broke, which is what I'm wearing on my lips today, and I also got this one, which I haven't opened yet. Way to prepare yourself, Heather. And this one is in the shade Club Brat, so it's more of a red color. Now, I love Wet n Wild's lipstick formulas. I love their original Mega Last. I love their like cat suits. I love their lip liners. They just make good lip products. So I was really interested to pick these up, and I didn't pick up all of them, and now I'm kind of wishing I did. So this is again my Blackberry Broke, which is a really beautiful deep wine color, and just a really bright orangey leaning red, which is Club Brat. Yeah. So I did pick up those. They're really soft, really creamy. They glide over the lips really smoothly so far, so I might have to try out some more colors. I don't know how they last, because this is the first time I've applied them, but just in swatching, just gorgeous opaque color, which doesn't surprise me coming from Wet n Wild. They just do lipsticks right. So I did pick up quite a few stuff from Ulta. Most of these are backups. I did get since I had gift cards and points, I went ahead and picked them up, but I did pick up a backup of the Naked Skin Weightless Ultra Definition Liquid Makeup in 0.5. I'm almost out of this one. I'm down to about a quarter of a bottle, and I wanted to go ahead and get it while I just had points and gift cards. And then I just finished this one. This is the Wet n Wild Pressed Powder, or Photo Focus Pressed Powder in Warm Light. I love, these are becoming two of my favorites. I'm getting really picky about foundation. I'm trying some new ones, but I'm trying to get rid of and cull down my collection quite a bit to things that I really love. So I did purchase these just because I know that I finished this one up, and I will be finishing this one up shortly. So just want to make sure I had those on hand. I did pick up two of the Ulta brand Full Coverage Liquid Concealer. These are waterproof, and I picked up Light Cool, and I also picked up Yellow. I used to use yellow concealers underneath my eyes to kind of get rid of some of the dark circles all the time. I've used these once, and I used them with a powder I was testing out. So I feel like I need to definitely give them more of a go. They didn't do poorly. They didn't just perform as well as I wanted them to, but they are really full coverage. And I mean, so I think with the right powder and with my normal powder, it's a really good color match for me, and the yellow is very, very opaque, which is what I like in a yellow concealer. So I am in the process of testing these out to see if I really do enjoy these, but these were really good. I want to say these were like under 10 bucks. I did pick up two new foundations as well, and this is a foundation I've been wanting to try for a really long time, but they just never had it in a shade that would work for me. So I got the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer in Porcelain. So I used this in conjunction with the next concealer I used today. So this is a very, very full coverage concealer. It's a very heavy concealer, which generally I'm not liking as much with my dry skin, but I don't feel like it dried me out or looked too cakey. In fact, I think it was maybe even a little too dewy for my liking, but it is very full coverage. I am wearing it today in conjunction with the next concealer, which is the Ulta Youthful Glow Foundation Serum Drop. So I did one pump of the Milani, and I did one little dab or dot of the Ulta, and this one is lighter. So I think this one is going to be good for lightening up foundations that tend to oxidize on me or that are a little too deep for my skin tone. And I like the combination together. I think it gives me a nice full coverage, and I think the serum kind of cuts down on the thickness right there. So it is, the serum itself I would say is probably a medium, light to medium coverage, but I haven't used it on its own yet. I've just used it with the Milani Conceal and Perfect. So interested again to try both of these out and to really get a feel for both of these. So the serum drops are paraben and oil free. It says light as air, fluid texture, buildable coverage, luminous finish, and blurring effect. So far I've got high hopes for this, and so far I am liking this one. I think I just need to take it easy because I don't need as much as I think I need with this one. So I think less is more with this foundation so far. Also for skincare, I've been wanting to try this for a while, but this is the Jade Roller from Skin Gym. It's called the Jade Facial Roller, and it's you're supposed to use it 5 to 10 minutes after you apply your serums and moisturizers, and it's supposed to help like really work in and kind of give your face a workout kind of. So I've been really interested to try this out, and I finally pulled the trigger on it. So that's going to go downstairs where I keep my skincare basket, so I can use that at night before I go to bed. So I'm really, let me know if you've tried this. I know there's different ones, and I know they had like the rose quartz and the jade, but I guess the jade is for like, I don't know, it does something like calming, and I don't know, you know, it's supposed to have a special kind of energy. So I picked that one up. So I'm excited to try that. So I'll be using that tonight. Lastly, for skincare, I did get a sample of this Tarte Double Duty Beauty Base Tape Primer. And I haven't been using the Shape Tape Primer as much. So I've only tested this a couple of times, but I will say I do like the way it makes my under eyes look. I feel like I do have dry under eyes, and they've gotten a lot better just because I've been really kind of regimented with my skincare and making sure I'm moisturizing my skin and taking care of my skin a little bit better. But I actually did like the way the Shape Tape looked over this. So I need to give this a little bit more of a try out, but so far I'm really kind of pleasantly pleased with this as well, because I still use the Shape Tape concealer on, you know, for special occasions when I want more full coverage, but day to day I'm usually using the Born This Way from Too Faced. That's become like my favorite, just easy everyday concealer. So I feel like it's moisturizing enough to where I don't need a primer underneath it, but I'm liking this so far. All right, let's move on to eyes. So I did pick up another Ulta Beauty product. I was just really intrigued by some of their new stuff. So I was like, I haven't used Ulta products in a really long time. I used a bunch of Ulta products when I first started getting into makeup, and then I started branching out into other things. But I was reading reviews and looking at stuff, plus they had like buy two get one free or buy two get two free. I can't remember. So I did pick up this Ulta Beauty Twisted Volume Mascara, Maximum Performance Mascara. This is one of those cool mascaras where you can, I don't know if you can see, it's gonna focus. Yeah, so you can pick the level that you want for the volume that you want, and the more volume you pick, the more twisted the mascara gets. So this is for level 1, and it goes all the way up to level 4, and it twists it more. So I haven't used this yet. That's level 4. But I thought it was just something kind of fun and funky, and maybe I want to test it out and see if it actually works or if it's just kind of a gimmick. But that is the Twisted Volume Mascara. I did pick up some lashes from Ulta, which I usually don't do. I am a drugstore fake lash kind of girl. I'm not into the mink lashes. I don't think I can ever buy mink lashes. Faux mink are fine. You know, I want them to be synthetic. And on top of that, I can generally make my $2 or $5 lashes last about 10 times if I'm really good with them. PETA is eating my lights. Stop eating the lights. Stop it. So I can make my $2, $5 lashes last for quite a long time. Usually 10 uses is what I can get out of them if I'm careful. So I'm very reticent to spend $20, $15 on a pair of lashes. But I saw some that I just thought were so stinking pretty while I was at Ulta, and I was just there shopping for fun. I mean, let's be real, anytime I go into Ulta, it's for fun. But I was like, well, might as well try these out. So the first ones I got 2 pairs of these, and these are the Tarte High Performance Lashes in Heartbreaker, and they are beautiful. They're what I have on today. I bought 2 pair. A little bit more intense than what I was planning on, but the longer I'm wearing them, the more they are growing on me, and I think they are stunning. Definitely not an everyday office lash, but for special occasions, I think these are just beautiful. They're really comfortable. They feel really light. I mean, for as big and outrageous as they are, and these are just gorgeous. And then I also picked up a pair from Pure. These are the Pro Eyelashes 3D Cruelty Free Luxe Lashes, up to 30 wears. And these are in the shade Socialite. I always love me a good demi cut type of lash. So I thought these were beautiful. Maybe not as intense as the Tarte ones. Still really, really gorgeous. So I am excited to try these. And I want to say these were like $14 and $12 respectively. I think these were $14 and I think the Tarte lashes were $12. So definitely more than I usually spend on lashes, but these are just really, really pretty. So I'm excited to try those. I also picked up a couple things from Stila. I have not picked up things from Stila in a hot minute, and it's not because I don't like their stuff. It's just because, I don't know, for some reason they just kind of fall by the wayside, but which is a shame because I think they're a lovely brand. So I did pick up a couple of things, and these are the new Little White Lies liquid eyeshadows. I wanted all of these because these are so pretty, but I made myself only get one, and I got the shade Mint Myth, and it is so pretty. Gorgeous. So I only picked up one. I could see myself going back and picking up a couple more if I'm not careful, but I've got to stay out of Ulta so I don't do that, but that is just so pretty. That was my favorite out of all of them. It kind of shifts from green to blue to pink to purple. I feel like it just had everything in it, and it's just so pretty. So I'm really excited to have that. I only have one of the other Glitter and Glow eyeshadows, and I want to say it's in Satin Storm, I believe, and it's gorgeous as well. These are really beautiful. I just don't use these as much as I do regular eyeshadows, so I try and tone down, you know, liquid eyeshadows, glitters, that kind of thing, because I don't reach for them as much. But this, I couldn't pass up. It's so pretty. I've also been wanting one of these for forever, and I've just never pulled the trigger, but I went ahead and picked one up, and this is the Heaven Hue highlighter from Stila, obviously, in Transcendence. And this is what it looks like. Whoop. And it is so pretty. These two would look so pretty together. I've heard that these just give the most beautiful, wet, natural look to the skin. Absolutely gorgeous. And I wanted something a little bit different. I have quite a few highlighters. I don't have as, PETA, stop eating plastic. Oh my God, my cat is so stupid. So I don't have quite as many of these kind of pearly, pinky highlighters. They tend to be more champagne gold, but that is just beautiful, subtle. I'm excited to try this on the skin. This might be going on the cruise with me as well. Let me know, y'all seem to like what makeup I'm taking on my cruise. I'm only going on a 3-day cruise this time. We drunkenly booked the Invicta cruise because Daniel is a watch junkie. Daniel feels about watches the way I feel about makeup. So one night we were all together with some friends and we're like, let's go on the Invicta cruise. So we booked the Invicta cruise through Carnival, and we're going on a 3-day cruise in February. So let me know if you want to see a video on what makeup I'm taking on my cruise. So and I will definitely pack with you guys. But that is gorgeous. I believe these are $32, but just stunning. Comes with a mirror. Really excited to have that. All right, guys, and then the rest of the haul is unbelievably eyeshadow palettes. If you are new to my channel, I am an absolute eyeshadow palette junkie. I'm a true collector. I love them. I use something different every single day. They just excite me and inspire me. They're my favorite part of makeup, so try not to judge me too harshly. I did pick up the Tarte Remix Natural palette, which looks like this. This is what I want to see from Tarte. I really enjoy Tarte's eyeshadows. I just want to see them bust out and do more bright, unique, colorful things, or different color stories. They don't even have to be bright and in your face, but just different color stories. Like the Icy Betch palette that if they had come out with that would have been revolutionary for the brand because the color story was so beautiful and gorgeous and unique with what's in the market. So I want them to see them come out with more stuff like this. So this one has 8 shades in it, and I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna swatch the little palettes for you. I'm probably gonna swatch everything and put in. I'm probably gonna swatch the bigger palettes and just put in clips, but the smaller ones I'll just swatch right for in front of my hand, or in front of camera. God, I can't talk and I can't walk and talk at the same time. So some of these are a little bit sheer, so I'm gonna have to see how they apply to the eye. That's me kind of rubbing on. So those are the last two. So kind of making sure that they show up. Those are pretty. This kind of middle row and that blue I'm a little iffy about, but I need to play with this and put this on the eye, and this might be something that just needs a little bit of help, which I don't mind. If I like the color story, I don't mind helping it along a little bit. I was in Walgreens and I did see that Wet n Wild had come out with some new of their tin pan palettes. Now I only picked up one from the initial launch just because I had just recently decluttered a whole bunch of Wet n Wild eyeshadows. I'm trying to break my Wet n Wild addiction. I used to buy every single thing they used to come out with, and that's I'd never use it, so I got rid of most of my Wet n Wild eyeshadows. So I just picked up Not a Basic Peach, but I saw that they came out with 3 more. So one looked like a soft glam dupe, kind of like Rosé in the Air was the Modern Renaissance dupe, but the other 2 were really beautiful and colorful and interesting colors in them. So I did pick them up. So this one is called Cosmic Collision, and I'm not going to swatch these on my hand. I'm just going to insert clips of the swatches. So really gorgeous. I'm interested to see how these play out on the eye. I'm really loving these middle colors, but I love that they have like that kind of dark foresty green. I like this mustard over here and this kind of more, you know, rusty brown. Just really interesting. So that's Cosmic Collision. And then this one is Stop Playing Safe, which I thought was a great palette because it seems like there's a lot of options in here. You get these really pretty kind of jewel tone type colors, and then you also have a really neutral palette thrown in there. So again, I'm interested to play with these. I still haven't played with Not a Basic Peach because I want to do a video comparing that to another palette. So I need to get my button gear with that video because it's been in the works for a long time. But I'm interested, the colors just really kind of drew me in. So I did pick those up and I'm interested to see how they play out. I did pick up from Ulta 2 of the new, I believe these are the newer Milani ones because I don't have Bold Obsessions or I don't remember the matte one, but I did pick up Soft and Sultry. So the packaging is really beautiful. You get a full-size mirror in there. So Milani's really stepping it up with the packaging. And these are just a gorgeous array of shades. And I feel like it is just, you don't have a bunch of shades that look the same. You've got a lot of versatility in this palette. I have swatched these so far, and so far I'm really impressed. I haven't played with them on my eyes, but that will be happening soon. So really excited to try this out. And this is making me want to get the other 2 that I don't have. And then, because I'm all over the place. Some days I want cool tones. Some days I want warm tones. Some days I want green on my eye. It just kind of depends. I can't tell what kind of mood I'm going to be in from day to day. Isn't that why makeup's fun? That's why makeup's fun. And then I also got the Pure Passions, which is definitely more of a warm tone, orangey kind of Naked Heat vibe. I would say this is closer to Naked Heat than I would be like a Modern Renaissance. It's definitely more orangey and reddy than it is pinky, but I have swatched this one as well, and I'm really impressed with these as well. So really, really just gorgeous little palettes. So I did pick up a couple things from Juvia's Place. Now Juvia's Place is one of those brands that I just will buy every single eyeshadow palette that they come out with. 1, because I'm a collector. 2, because the artwork is stunning. And 3, because the quality of these eyeshadows are amazing. I love what the company stands for. I love that they are giving people of all different skin tones a product that will work for them and show up on their skin, and that is a beautiful product, and that is at a price point that you just cannot beat. So there were 2 palettes that I did not have that I had picked up from them, and the first is the Warrior 2. I love this format. I just think they come up with the most interesting color stories. I mean, this is a matte neutral palette, but I feel like it's so interesting and unique because you get these peachy reddy tones in here. The Warrior palette is probably one of my all-time favorite neutral palettes. It is just the most perfect neutral palette in my opinion because it gives you options without giving you too many options, and you have everything you need in there to create a beautiful neutral look. So I definitely wanted to pick this one up. I love her I just love her products. I'm a fan, you know, so sometimes love just doesn't make sense. No, it totally makes sense because they're just good. And then I also picked up the Tribe by Juvia's. Now, this is so pretty, and I think I watched Amy Loves Makeup's video on this palette, and I was like, yeah, I have to get that. Well, I mean, I was gonna get it anyway, but it kind of like was like, yeah, reinforced the idea, because I've been so into greens lately. I feel like every look I'm doing is having some kind of green shadow in it, but these are just gorgeous. I mean, it's just, you want to talk about an issue with the beauty community where people are coming out with the same tones and color stories all over again. Juvia's Place never ever fails to surprise me and never bores me. I love her products. And then also from Ulta, I had picked this one up before I picked up the Warrior 2 and the Tribe palette, but I did pick up the Afrique palette by Juvia's. Now this is a palette that it did not visually appeal to me. And then I started seeing people do looks with it, and I was like, okay, now it's starting to make sense. Sometimes it's really weird because I'm such a visual person. Sometimes the packaging of a palette can distract me from seeing the beauty of a palette. I think the blue is kind of taking away from the gorgeousness of the colors in here, and there's something incongruent about it. Just my personal visual reaction. I think I feel the same way about the Jeffree Star Blood Sugar palette. I don't like the red background with it. I think it's distracting and makes the palette look dull. I feel the same way about the Femme Rosa palette from ColourPop, to where the colors are beautiful when I see them swatched. They're so gorgeous, but there's something about seeing them in the palette that just is like, turns me off. So I think that's what was going on. Really weird, I know, tangent, but I started seeing some looks and seeing the way these colors are working together, and sometimes you just have to do that to get past this, you know, superficial part of the product. One of my new favorite palettes, I got the Venus XL a while ago, and I know that in the past Lime Crime has had some issues and a lot of just not good customer service, and I did not purchase from them for a very long time because of that. I've read some articles and I've seen some things where they've replaced Doe Deer and they've got a new CEO, and you know, they're trying to do better. So I'm always willing to give a brand a second chance. You know, it's like with Jeffree Star, it's like I don't like the way he treats people, you know, but I'm willing to give him a second chance. You know what I mean? It's like you can't cancel people because we're human beings and we make mistakes. You know what I mean? But anyway, so I waited for a really long time to try this brand, and I tried the Venus XL, which is probably my all-time favorite pinky ready palette. It's just stunning. I love it. It's so good. So when this one came out, I know a lot of people were not interested in it, but I think this is such a gorgeous color story. It's beautiful. I love the greens in here. I love the pinks. I just love this color combination. I actually did a look with this when we went to go see Harry Potter, the night we went to go see Harry Potter in concert, which was last week. I want to say it was last week. So, and I used this palette that day, and I was so in love with the look, and I think the mattes are stunning. These more glittery shades are really beautiful. The satins and the shimmers are gorgeous. I just, some people are not into this palette. I love this palette. This is one of those palettes that just really, really inspire me, and I think it's absolutely stunning. It's a little unexpected. This makes me think of like the Sweet Peach palette and kind of what that would be expanded, if that makes any sense. Like this makes me think of like a peach palette with the greens and the pinks and the peachy colors. I don't know, that's just kind of the vibe I get from it, but this is so beautiful. Really excited to have that. It's a little expensive, but I think the quality is phenomenal. And the last palette I picked up, yes, I promise this is the last one, is the NYX Swear By It palette. Now this is what I'm wearing on my eyes today. I have only used this once, and I used this color, this color, this color, this color, this color, and this color, and a little bit of the black. And I'm gonna say, from what I've seen so far, I am really, really impressed with the quality of this palette. I mentioned this in the tutorial, but I think I wanna do a week of looks or 5 days of looks with this palette, because you've just got so much in here. This could really be one of those one and done. If you're just looking for one palette to encompass everything, this could be an option. Now I haven't tested out all these colors yet, but if the quality is consistent throughout all of the shadows, that would not, I wouldn't say that would be a reach. But this was $35. It is a little on the pricey side, but you do get 40 shadows. So really you're paying less than $1 a shadow for you know, and if the quality, like I said, if it's consistent throughout, I think that's a pretty darn good deal. So really excited about this palette. It's really kind of inspiring me, and I'm excited to dig into it more. So that is the NYX Swear By It palette. All right, everybody, so that was my ridiculous semi-yearly haul, and I know I don't need any of this makeup. Again, it's just for fun. Makeup's fun, and these are things that I'm excited to try out over the next 6 months, and I am not letting myself walk into an Ulta until my birthday. So I am working on using some stuff up, and I'll be doing more videos on that. I know I tried to start a project pan before I kind of stopped making videos, and it was kind of a big fail because honestly I just wasn't wearing makeup for a long time because it just felt like crap. But now that I'm feeling better, I'm just so revitalized and so inspired by my collection. I love coming up to my makeup room and spending time and trying new things. So I'm really excited to get back into it and really just make some progress. But yeah, let me know if you want to see more in-depth reviews on any of these, if you want to see tutorials. I'm always happy to do that for you guys. And yeah, let me know what you think about these products. Do you have anything? I'm always interested to hear what you guys have to say. I love talking to you. But as always, guys, thank you so much for hanging out and talking about makeup with me today. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Have a rockin' week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.